All right, we are live on YouTube. This is a very impromptu stream I decided to do late night tonight. It is, what is today? When you're an entrepreneur, sometimes you forget what day it is, right? It is Tuesday, September 27th, 2022. If you're here live, if you're watching this down the road, hey, check it out because tonight I'm going to be paying special props to some amazing people that I've met on this platform over the last 5.5 years that I've been creating out here full time. And, I've had a lot of interesting experiences. Let's just call it that. I've had a lot of interesting experiences out here on this platform on YouTube. And some of the amazing people I'm going to be discussing here tonight and be talking about here tonight, have stuck with me through thick and thin. There were times where we parted ways and we went back and forth, but now I feel that I have a great group of amazing moderators and collaborators and supporters out here, and I really wanted to show my gratitude tonight and wanted to share my gratitude to my lady as well, who's been helping me run my business and this particular channel of mine here, Coach Eli, 2 Authentic Live Streams. And she wants to thank each and every one of you as well, although she's out playing darts tonight. And I'm sure sometime later this week, we're going to do a show and she'll show her gratitude at that point. That show with my lady probably won't happen until Friday night or Saturday night, or sometime over the weekend, because she did leave. I'm home safe, love. Oh, hi, babe. You're here. Speaking to the devil. There you are. Lots of love for you, baby. Lots of love for you. I'm so glad that you made it home safely. My lady called me. She was taking a break from darts. She went out to her car to call me, and, she couldn't find her keys. And then she had to rush back in because they were calling her back in for the next game. And I was just telling her, baby, find your keys before you go back in. You don't want to leave your keys in the car. The last thing I want to see happen is her car get stolen or something happen, and I won't say what my lady did. She's a woman and I love her. I'll just say, who cares? It doesn't matter. She hung up on me because I love her. And she didn't do it on purpose, but that's what women do. And as a man, you sit there and you understand it and you're like, hey, you know what? That's my lady. She has emotions. Oh, no, I am here? Okay. Yeah. Well, baby, there's a 1-minute delay. Remember, there's a 1-minute delay from what you type and what I respond to, because I do have that 1-minute delay even when I'm here by myself. But she'll be saying, oh, in the chat in a second. But yeah, no, love my woman, and she's been a huge part to the success of this channel. Hey, Sandra Palacio, I decided to go live. Are you happy now, Sandra? How you doing, Sandra? I'm so glad you're here. How's the sound coming through? Let me do a sound check real quick. She's a woman and I love her. I'll just say it. Who cares? Doesn't matter. She hung up on me. Damn, it sounds really good. On my iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's so funny. There are people out there that are criticizing that I have old technology because they have the Samsung S22, right? Right? And the iPhone 12 Pro Max is still a very good phone. I got it brand new 2 years ago, right? And I'll probably upgrade to the iPhone 15 because that's going to be the first iPhone that's going to have USB-C, I believe, and it's going to have the hole punch like Samsung on the Android side of things has had for a while. It's just really funny how many people project out here. Like, we'll probably talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. But for right now, again, it's a very impromptu stream, and I'm glad you're here, Sandra. We've got 3 people here. I don't expect that big of a turn up, but maybe people will catch the replay. I wanted to just thank the good people for supporting my lady and I. And, I've been on this platform for 5.5 years full time, trying to run my coaching business, trying to uplift people in the most positive, genuine, and authentic ways possible. And because, as everyone knows, YouTube is a shared platform, you're going to run into all walks of life out here. And in order to get your message out there to the right audience, sometimes you're going to be dealing with people that are going to take you on some pretty crazy detours, right? And, I've been on many detours over the past 5.5 years. And no matter how much experience I had in life coming into this, I believe I was 42, almost 43 when I started doing this full time on YouTube and started my coaching business. I had a lot of life experience outside of YouTube. I learned how to have thick skin outside of YouTube. But when I came out here on YouTube, YouTube tested my already tough skin or thick skin. And it just wasn't good enough. And what I learned over these past 5.5 years is that on YouTube, you need to have tough skin or thick skin times 10. I've said this before throughout some other videos, but I wanted to share it again with you folks here tonight, leading into what I'm going to be discussing. So I had to learn how to navigate these YouTube streets. And after 5.5 years of doing this, I am finally proud to come out and say that I honestly feel I've learned everything I need to possibly learn about this platform. Now, there are new things that, YouTube releases. And, those things I'm always going to learn as they come out. And I'll share those things with you folks as they come out. But when it comes to how to conduct yourself on YouTube, how to behave on YouTube, and how to get a read on people and learn who to work with and who not to work with and who to trust and not to trust, I've really learned how to handle that a lot better. And I will tell you who I have to thank for that. My lady, respectfully, maturely, and professionally, has been a huge, huge part of turning this around. When you have a good woman in your life that truly loves you, that truly cares for you, and truly supports you, and supports your message, that makes all the difference right there. As a man, it humbles you, and it forces you to dig deep, deeper than you've already, dug your hole, right? Because I've dug deep. I've dug deep all my life. And before I met my lady, I had already done a lot of work on myself to become the best possible version of myself I can be. But after I met this woman, because of her, I became an even better man. And I have her to thank for this. And when she started creating content with me out here on Coach Eli 2 about 6 months ago, that made a huge difference. That turned everything around. Again, I'm very grateful and thankful. You found them, your keys. Okay, well, that's good. Obviously, you drove home, baby, so you found your keys. That's a good thing. These modern women nowadays, it's like they don't want you to worry about them. So if you worry about your woman nowadays, she gets mad at you for being worried about her. But then when you don't worry about them, they get mad at you for not worrying about them. You just can't win with women. Right, Dion? Hey, Dion, I see you. What's going on, Sifu Smo? Welcome to the show, bro. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate it. I'm looking down at the chat, folks, so I'm not making eye contact with the camera. So forgive me. Yeah, I got your message behind the scenes, Dion. I'm not going to be doing a panel tonight. I did respond. I'll be doing a panel probably later on this week or sometime this weekend, maybe even including my lady. So I know you've been wanting to do a panel, and we'll definitely get to it, bro. I look forward to that. I hope everything is well with you and your lady. And, I look forward to, celebrating the blessing of your new child that's coming, man. Congratulations again, brother. And thank you. Thank you for, standing by myself and my lady. But, you've known about me, longer than you've known about my lady, obviously. We go back almost 2 years. And I'm really glad that throughout this journey over the last couple of years that we've known each other, Dion, we've both learned a lot from each other. I've learned a lot from you too, bro, believe it or not. Yeah, I may be a bit older, but I still learn from you millennials. And you're one of the few millennial men that I respect, brother. Can't live with them, can't live without them. And there is a 1 minute delay, so, that's why it's taking me a while to respond to your chat messages. I'm trying to get to them as soon as they pop in, so it only takes a minute to get back to you. Send me the StreamYard? Well, I don't have a StreamYard right now, baby. I wasn't going to do a StreamYard tonight. It's just myself and the camera tonight. Well, what do you want to talk about, baby? Because honestly, I just wanted to take this time to thank people, to thank you, baby, and to thank everybody. I don't have a StreamYard launched, baby. I mean, I could probably launch it on the fly, but you don't have your microphone also, so it probably won't even sound good. Can we hold off and do that this weekend, baby, when you're back here, like on Friday night? Would that be okay? Let me know about that. And I know that we've been talking about some things behind the scenes, just trying to strategize, how to move our YouTube channels forward. And I know a lot of people behind the scenes were kind of feeling the heat earlier. And Tam, you changed your name with the Australian $2 super chat. Love you guys. Oh, Tam, thank you so much. Tam, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. How are you doing tonight? This stream is more closer to a time where you can tune in, huh, Tam? There is a 1 minute delay again on these in-studio streams. So, folks, forgive me if it takes about a minute or so to address you in the chat. West Coast 206 Pinoy. Good evening, Eli. Can't stay long. Got to go to bed early. Wake up to take my dad to the airport. He's flying to the Philippines. Well, let your dad know to have a safe flight and have a great time out there in the Philippines. And I hope everything is going well for him and your family out there. My lady says, okay, that's cool. Baby, I love you. And I want to, I will always give you the floor. But I really need to just do this on my own tonight. And it's part of it is paying respect to you and just staying on point. Babe, when you get on these panels with me, because your voice is so sexy, baby, I just can't contain myself. And I lose track of my thoughts, right, baby? Did I feed you enough fluff to get you to understand, baby? I love you, baby. Oh, man. Sifu Smo says, hey, Fizzin, what's up, bro? West Coast 206 Pinoy, what's up, Sifu? You think Tyree is having fun in PC? Well, what's PC? Where is PC? Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, my lady says, thanks, Tam, for the $2 Australian super chat. Thank you again, Tam, for that. You're more than welcome, she says. Sifu Smo says, LOL, Tyree is in jail. By the way, is RFD still harassing you at Fizzin? Yeah, before I get back to thanking more people, and Tam, thank you so much for everything. My lady and I look forward to connecting with you and helping you. I'm glad you're here because we want to help you get your live streams back. We also want to help you run your business. You do medium type of work, if I remember correctly. Can you share more about that, please, in the chat? Because I've read what you put out on your channel, and I also got your message behind the scenes in the group where you said that, you used to do live streams, but you've been trolled very heavily. And I understand that. If anyone understands being trolled heavily, Tam, it's me. There's no other YouTuber that's been more trolled over the last 5.5 years than me. So I get it. And my lady and I and the group of moderators here, we would love to support you and help you rebuild your channel And if you trust us to help you moderate your channel, we can keep the trolls out because we know the known trolls. And I will tell you this, Tam, if I do come on your channel at times, if you want me to come on there, my lady and other people from over here, you will get trolled by my trolls. And we know who they are, and we can just immediately ban them in the chat. Eli, you and Dia, my support. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know what, Dion? That means a lot, bro. I really do appreciate that, bro. I believe you, bro. Stop thanking me, Eli. Bless you guys. Tam, that's just the way I am. You're a good soul, Tam, just like my lady and I are. And that's the kind of guy I am. You know what? I come up like an asshole at times, and I have my moments, and I've said some things over the last several years out here that I didn't mean, out of frustration, out of trying to figure this thing out, because YouTube is hard, folks. YouTube is hard. And so I regret the things I've said, but I'm also very grateful and thankful to the people that have stood by us. And that's just the way I am. Much support to all, says respectfully, maturely, and professionally. PC is protective custody in jail. Okay. Fizzin, you're Gen X like me, dude. I guess you understand that millennial lingo better than I do, huh, brother? I appreciate that so much, Eli. Well, of course. You let us know what you need. We're connected behind the scenes. We will help you. Honestly. My lady, baby, tell Tam, you've done medium stuff. You've had mediums. My lady is so into that, Tam, you have no idea. She'll probably go into business with you. RFD quit harassing me when I found out he lives on a reservation 10 miles from me. LOL at prison. Who's RFD? Let me know. It's all good. Somebody new bothering you guys, trolling you? Is it some other, pathetic incel, involuntary celibate, weak ass, beta male trolling you guys? God, man, so many beta males out here on YouTube projecting their insecurities, man. It's absolutely fucking pathetic. It really is pathetic. Let's see. What else do we have here? Anyway, yeah, thank you, Dion, for everything, brother. Thank you as well for everything. You've been amazing. I know we've had our moments going back and forth, but you and I, we never had any problems, Dion. We were just pinned and pitted against each other by these, fake instigated drama groups. And, the problem, Dion, was that was our audience, bro. That group was our audience. So shutting that group out, even though it was the right thing to do, killed our audience. So we had to rebuild. And it was hard to rebuild, Dion. It was hard to rebuild. But look what we're doing, bro. We let it go. We let that shit go. And now we're rebuilding with good people because we've let it go. And we're not letting it get to us. And we're not allowing the drama disease to infest us anymore. Much, says my lady. Same, Tam. Yes, we can do medium shows. My lady loves that stuff, Tam. Seriously. And I've been getting more and more into it because I love my woman. West Coast 206 Pinoy. Yes, he's very incel and beta. How did you know? Well, Fizzin, may I call you Fizzin? Because that's West Coast 206 Pinoy. Red Pill Fizzin. You know, same guy. West Coast 206 Pinoy. How long have you and I been doing this YouTube thing, and how many incels and beta male female dogs have we been dealing with out here? That's the problem with these guys nowadays. There are so many weak, needy, desperate, and insecure, involuntary celibate beta males out there that come out here on YouTube and they project their insecurities on guys that have their shit together like us, right? Because they wish they could be like us. That's the bottom line. There's no other possible explanation besides that. And I know you were laughing because you already knew I knew the answer, and I knew that you knew it too, bro. Santa Palacio, Tam, I need to check out your channel. Do you have other abilities? Great question, Sandra. Thanks for asking that. Yeah, see, Dion, here's the thing. Those guys, those incels, like you call, Dion, ever since you started to call these dudes incels, I'm like, Dion's right. They are incels. They're involuntary celibates because if these guys were able to get the punani, they wouldn't be wasting their time on YouTube projecting their insecurities onto us. They'd be getting laid. And they're so frustrated that they can't get laid that they come out here and project onto the guys that do get laid. Wow. Food for thought, right? But yeah, Dion, you're a martial artist, man. You can whoop some butt, right? And this dude was talking a big game until he found out that you were like 10 miles from him and you could pay him a visit. Now, Dion, you're not the kind of guy that's going to hurt a guy, right? But see, Dion, I think you're the kind of guy that would just show up and say, hey, bro, how you doing? I'm the dude you've been talking shit about on YouTube. It's nice to meet you, bro. Let me buy you a beer, right? See, Dion, you could fuck with him a little bit, right? You could lead him to believe that you're going to go there and whoop his ass, but you're not going to do that, right? You could scare him and say, brother, you know what? I just wanted to take you away from, all the stupid stuff that guys like you do on YouTube and show you that life does exist beyond projecting your insecurities on YouTube, right? Exactly. LOL, says Dion, right? Am I speaking your language, Dion? Right? Right, so I see, Dion, you wouldn't have to whoop his ass. All you would have to do is show up and say, dude, I am the guy you've been talking about. Let me buy you a beer, dude. Let me help you work through these beta male insecurities so I can help you get some pussy, brother. Because I think you need some pussy, right? That's all these guys need, and they would be cured of the beta male disease, right? West Coast 206 Pinoy says, way too many. They need serious therapy. I used to get mad at them. Now I feel sorry for them. Yeah, dude. My lady and I both feel sorry for them. They're pathetic. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, my lady says, actually speak to a medium twice a year, and she has been on point on everything. Well, maybe Tam can be your new medium, baby. Maybe you two can go into business together. Maybe you could run the U.S., part of her business, and she can run the Australia part, right? I think you and Tam connecting, baby, is a God-sent connection. I don't know what you think, ladies. Let me know in the chat. Sifu Smo says, RFD has been harassing me and Fizzin for years. Have you guys gotten a good laugh out of it? You know what's funny, everyone? Oh, Sifu Smo says, RFD is definitely still a virgin. How old is he? Like in his 20s, 30s? Wow. Is he going to be like the next 40-year-old virgin, bro? Man. Anyway, I was going to say something, but I totally forgot. Yeah, so Dion, thank you for everything. Thank you to you and your lady for your support. You're good people. Honestly, Dion, I'm proud of you, bro, and so is my lady. You've really, I'm not saying you weren't grown up, but dude, you're young. You're 30 years old. When I was 30, bro, I didn't know half the stuff you know now because, the internet was not where it's at today, right? We didn't have YouTube and this stuff, right? YouTube was just coming out, I think, when I was 30. Yeah, 32, 33, something like that. YouTube was just coming out. But it wasn't what it is today. There was no live streaming and there was no HD. It was just these, poor, crappy, letterbox videos, like the old square TVs. That's why they called it YouTube, because we had tube TVs back then before the flat panel HD TVs came out, right? He's 37, so he's going to be the next 40-year-old virgin, huh? West Coast 206 Pinoy, he's 22. Well, okay. I mean, if he's 22, I can understand that more than 37. But anyway, respectfully, maturely, and professionally says, dude, they would quiver in din. What does that mean, babe? I don't understand what that means. $37, are you sure, Sifu? Okay. Yeah, and Sandra, I want to thank you as well. You've been around, oh gosh, I think at least 3 years now, maybe closer to 4 years. I think I met you, Sandra, right when I came back after my breakup with my ex, Dana. I took 3 months off after shutting down my original channel from 5.5 years ago. Then I went to Facebook for about 3 months, and I came back and started what is now known as my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. It was something else back then. Then I changed it to A Grip on Life. Then I changed it about a year or so ago, a little over a year ago. I changed it to Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. Hey, GLM, how are you doing tonight? Welcome to the show. GLM, do you like the Shure SM7B? Do you like how my voice sounds with the Shure SM7B? Great audio, right, GLM? You get spectacular audio and video here, GLM. Welcome to the show. There is a 1-minute delay, just so you know. That's how my in-studio streams work, in case something is said that needs to be dumped from the delay before it goes out to YouTube. I thought he was. I could be wrong. Sifu Smo says, hey, GLM. Anyway, but Sandra, thank you so much for your continued support. I know we've gone back and forth because of the same drama people and being pinned and pitted against each other. But, my lady and I are very grateful and thankful for you. And before you end up moving away, Sandra, we should get together and have some lunch. And that would be a nice thing. So I'll be in touch with you, and we can hopefully do that sometime soon before you move. And I do wish you the best of luck in your endeavors and whatever you're trying to accomplish. Spectacular audio and video. Of course, 1080p at 60 frames per second. I could broadcast in 4K 30 because I use the Sony A6400 with an Elgato Camlink capture card, but both only support up to 4K 30, and I'd rather do 60 frames per second. So I do 1080p 60 frames per second. You see how smooth the video is at 60 frames per second? Anyway. RFD stands for the real French dose. Wait a minute. Are you telling me, oh, that's French dose? French dose is not 22 years old. He is like in his late 30s, early 40s. I used to follow French dose, guys, when he was going back and forth with a content creator that some of us used to follow. He's still around. His name is JB Gunner. Him and JB Gunner used to go back and forth at times, right? Yeah. No, French Dose, I don't think he's a virgin, and he's not an incel. If it's the real French Dose, the guy that used to have a monetized channel. French Dose's channel used to be monetized. And, I remember when he first got monetized a little over a year ago, I was like, how the hell is YouTube monetizing these drama shit show channels that just talk smack about people and share derogatory screenshots and just violate the terms of service unlike anything I've seen. So I'm surprised the guy got monetized in the first place. And he was monetized for almost a year, and then he got removed from the YouTube partner program. GLM says, I usually stream from my broken iPad, so my audio and video isn't quite as good as yours, Eli. Well, I'm using my laptop, GLM, my i9 5.3 gigahertz, 8-core, 16-thread processor with 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM. Is it DDR4 or 5? I think it's DDR5. It's DDR5, I believe. And 2 terabyte solid state NVMe fast Samsung hard drive. And I've got the NVIDIA 1650 Ti dedicated graphics card. Yeah, I've got this laptop a little over a year ago. Man, this thing is phenomenal. Been one of the best investments I've made. But anyway, we're not here to talk tech. They are two different people. So, okay. So the French dose that used to be monetized, that is the real French dose. There's an imposter French dose, which is the guy that's talking trash. Is that what you're saying? I mean, I can't keep up with this stuff anymore. It's really pathetic. Let's see. Sandra says, you're welcome. We've always been good, Eli. I know, Sandra. Sandra, I know we've never had any problems. And I'm sorry in the past that I've removed you. I had to remove everybody, even all the good people initially, until I figured out, how to overcome dealing with this one group of people that was and still is getting paid to make constant content on me, Let me see here. Facts at Fizzin says Sifu Smo GLM. Okay, I already read that. Santa Palacio did Dose change his channel name? I think he did, because I was following him for a little while. I mean, I don't watch a lot of people's streams, but I'll check in every now and then to see what happens. I think he did change his name after he got demonetized. Earlier on in the year, I believe, is when he got demonetized. Let me see here. GLM, no, RFD and French Dose are different people. That's what I thought. Yeah. So RFD is a guy that's trying to be a French Dose imposter. Is that what it is? West Coast 206 Pinoy, GLM, I'm still sort of mad that you let that incel on your panel to tell lies about me. Incel. I love that word, incel. It's my favorite word now. That's the best way to describe these middle-aged men that come out here and project their insecurities on YouTube. It's because they're incels, because they had too much time on their hands because they're not getting laid. That's the bottom line. That's it. That's all it is. That's the bottom line. GLM, oh, when he said he was chasing you through the woods, he was just joking. West Coast 206 Pinoy says, yes, that's exactly what we're saying. GLM says, actually, that's not correct. Real French Dose is not French Dose. No, the real French Dose is the guy that used to have that monetized channel that got removed from the YouTube partner program, right, GLM? That was the actual French Dose, the guy that used to go back and forth with JB Gunner. Yes. Anyway, and GLM, I also want to pay props to you. I do want to thank you for being around. You have actually tried to come back many times in good faith. And, I really truly get to know people before I trust them. And I look at, their behavior and their actions when they're not around, when they're not a part of my group. And GLM, the times where you were blocked here, my lady and I actually were following your content. We were. And my lady was even saying that, you know what, GLM is right. And I'm like, yeah, she's right. GLM, you've been right about a lot of things. You have actually been right about a lot of things. I remember there was one stream you did. You're like, oh my, I can't believe the shit I'm seeing out here on YouTube. I can't believe what I'm seeing today. Is this stuff real? Like I'm sitting there watching that with my lady, and we're like, Yeah, GLM, I've been dealing with this crap for 5.5 years. I knew exactly what was going on. And it's all been one big game with this one group of people, GLM. That's all it was. And I think you finally realized it, right? It's all a store-bought game. That's all it is. Dion, help me out here, LOL, says GLM. So thank you, GLM. I do appreciate you, and I look forward to what the future holds. And maybe we can get on some panels together down the road like we used to, now that you've separated yourself from, this one group of people. Like I've said before, I'll say it again. I've come to realize, drama is going to surround you in all aspects of life, whether you like it or not. And it's not that I'm opposed to even talking with, some people that do drama shows. It's just a couple of people I just don't want to work with. It's the two or three people that are getting paid to constantly make content on me in a fake instigated way. And there's no upside for me there. Besides those people that I can't work with because it creates a conflict of interest, I'm open to talking with anyone. I'm open to welcoming anyone back and moving forward into a positive future. You guys should say hello. I'll wrench y'all. Yeah, GLM, I'll probably end up, moderating you at some point soon, too. Now, there are certain people that I can never moderate again on this channel here for certain reasons. But GLM, I believe we're going to moderate you, and we're going to also moderate West Coast 206 Pinoy sometime over the next week or two. In the meantime, like I mentioned, Nightbot has less restrictions. The first infraction is only a 5-second timeout. The second infraction and each infraction after that is only 15 seconds. And I did that because some people are getting timed out when they're not really violating the rules. But some of the block words that I use are being used by the trolls in different ways. And then when you folks that are legitimately using those words, you're still getting, when you folks that are legitimately using those words, you're still getting removed. It's not fair to time you out for 300 seconds. So I fixed that. And eventually down the road, once we move forward and further, surpass past this, drama crap we've been dealing with, I'll lessen up the restrictions as we continue to grow with more of an active audience. So anyway, GLM says, not true, Fizzin. I did not support any of the mess about you being dead. Well, that was fake instigated drama by you-know-who. And we don't have to mention his name, but I saw that video and I'm like, come on, that's the real Fizzin. It's like, when you're getting paid to create content, you'll just say anything and everything you can to get attention because you're getting paid to do that, right? I was like, same thing with ODN. ODN's alive and well, folks. ODN, Cole, is alive and well. I think he faked his death. ODN's Old Dirty Ninja, a good friend of mine that I've known out here for almost 4 years. West Coast 206 Pinoy at GLM, just having fun. Okay, tell him to try that goofy stuff with channels like Yuckmouth and see if some of his fans won't hunt him down. Just saying. Sifu Smo says, at GLM, I got you back. LOL. I understand where he's coming from, though. RFD has been coming at me and Fizzin for a while, so I understand where he's coming from. RFD is a POS. GLM, if y'all got an issue with RFD, then talk to RFD. I'm not his keeper. He's welcome to chill on my stream just like most of y'all. All right. Well, maybe, you know what? Maybe you guys can come up with a resolution, right? Maybe you all can just get on a panel and just talk things out. If you want me to join you, you know what? I'd be willing to come and try to help out with that. If you want GLM, Sifu Smo, and West Coast 206 Pinoy, we can do a show on your channel, GLM, if you want. And I can promote it. I can share it out here on both my channels. You guys let me know what you want to do. We can make it happen. But we got to connect behind the scenes Anyone that wants to get on panels with me, I need to connect with you on Facebook Messenger. We don't have to necessarily connect as Facebook friends, but we need to at least connect on Facebook Messenger because I don't put out my StreamYard links publicly anymore. Oh, Jesus. Nightbot got you, GLM. This is what GLM said. Let me copy and paste that. Sorry, GLM. GLM said, I don't want people complaining to me about people they don't like. I can't control him just like I can't control anyone here. Well, GLM, here's the thing. This is the problem people have had in real life and YouTube and social media, etc. Okay, not everyone is going to like everyone. Some people are going to like some people that others don't like, right? And so, this more so happens on YouTube where, okay, you're cool with this dude, but Dion and West Coast 206 Pinoy Fizzin aren't, right? And so if you all want to get along, you got to say, all right, well, if that RFD guy is going to be on her panel, we can do one of two things. We can go on the panel or watch her shows and just deal with it or ignore it and just do the manly thing and just try to be as cool as possible. Or you can just also talk it out and try to work things out. I mean, we could say, hey, look, hey, dude, we don't have a problem with you, right? Like Dion and West Coast 206 Pinoy. Sifu Smo Dion and West Coast 206 Pinoy. If you guys were to approach this guy and say, look, dude, I understand you're young, you're coming at us, you're having fun, but dude, come on. Let's just, let's let bygones be bygones and let's just all get along, man. And dude, if you're struggling with some things and you need help, we can help you out. We can help you become a better man so you can actually have the life you want, right? No, Fizzin, here's my, look me up at Elias Dimitri Melas. I am on Facebook with over 4,000 friends. I used to have more, but over the years, I haven't kept up and I've lost some. I used to have 4,600, 4,700 friends, but now I have just over 4K. But look me up there, Elias Dimitri Melas, and connect with me on Messenger. And then that way we can keep in touch and do some shows on your channel, GLM's, and, everyone's channels. There's going to be a lot of great stuff happening here very soon. And we can coordinate it through, behind the scenes on Facebook. I've got a group for the moderators. I don't use Discord because Discord creates too much discord. That's why they call it Discord. There's too much shit happening on Discord, too much negative stuff. So I do things through Facebook Messenger. I'm also going to be creating a Facebook group page for the Coach Eli clan, etc., whatever I'm going to call it. And I will send you folks invites to that when that's created really soon. Facebook's a better way to communicate because you can verify who people really are, and there's none of that crap that happens on Discord with the nudes and all that. You do it on Facebook, you get removed. Baby, are you still around? I haven't heard my lady in a while. Are you still around, baby? We're going to be wrapping this up really, really soon. We are at 43 minutes. We're going to wrap it up really soon. I just want to thank a few more people here. GLM, Dion is being reasonable. Start the beat, Dion. Sifu Smo says, the other side tried instigating a beef between me and Fizzin. I'm glad we squashed it like men. Well, dude, they're looking to get attention, right? That's all these people do on YouTube, right? They try to create fake instigated drama bullshit to get a back and forth going because they have no other content to create. That's the thing, right? That's how pathetically weak these people are. And it's more so men that are doing this. Because women, they'll just run their beauty channels, okay, I have lipstick and makeup and all this stuff, right? Right? Women have so many things to do, right? And so do men. But the funny thing is men are so weak and pathetic nowadays, and they're so lazy, they don't want to work to build something real and sustainable, that they got to start talking shit and make their content about talking shit about someone else and having the back and forth with someone else. It's pathetic. It's really pathetic. We have a great group. Our chat is real. There she is. Baby, I'm going to be getting off the air in 10 to 15 minutes, and I'll be calling you. How are you enjoying the show so far tonight, baby? We have a great group. Our chat is real. And we still have 12 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you again to Tam Tam, formerly known as Tam Ms. T, for the $2 Australian super chat. Let's see here. GLM, Discord is a horrible place. I agree. I have a Discord. I just don't use it anymore. There's just too much drama in Discord. Just too much crap in Discord, which is why I use Facebook. Facebook is way more professional. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, my lady says, that's why I respect you, Dion. All right. Sifu Smo says, GLM is a wonderful woman. I used to remember a guy named A Sicily 810 that would say, Coach Eli is a wonderful man. Coach Eli is a wonderful man. Yeah. Coach, you're a wonderful man, Coach. West Coast 206 Pinoy says, the problem with guys like RFD is other trolls encourage his bad behavior instead of encouraging him to better his life. Well, dude, like attracts like, right? So, in essence, what you're saying, West Coast 206 Pinoy, Fizzin, is that other incels and beta male, female dog guys are inciting this guy to be a beta male, female dog type of guy, right? So it's a bunch of beta males encouraging other beta males to behave even more beta than they already are, right? That's the problem right there. If you want to turn your life around and become a better person, in this case, become a better man, you've got to associate yourself with good, strong, decent, down-to-earth, confident, and respectful and genuine men. Not other beta males, right? You are who you associate with. I love 810. That's my homie. Is he still around? GLM, is A Sicily 810 hanging around drama channels that rebroadcast my streams? Is he one of the guys that's following those channels? Or is he doing more positive things nowadays? Just kind of curious. GLM says I run a beauty channel. You should run a beauty channel, GLM. I agree. GLM is wonderful. My lady actually really likes you, GLM. You know why my lady likes you, GLM? Because she has an attitude just like you do. Now, I know both you ladies have your sweet side, too. That's all good. If my lady didn't have a sweet side, I wouldn't be with her. But what my lady likes about you, GLM, is your attitude. She feels your attitude is raw and real, and that's what she loves about it. Right, baby? Tell me my intuition's spot on again. You always tell me that. You always toot my horn about that. GLM, thank you, RMR or RMP. You are too kind. 810 is a wonderful man. Exactly, LOL, says West Coast 206 Pinoy. I want to thank Lewis Fuller also as well. He's been around for almost 3 years now. Queen Helen Casey, we're still connected on Facebook, but she's still a moderator here, but she's no longer a part of the Coach Eli moderator group chat. She left the group about a month and a half ago or so, month and a half ago. She had a disagreement with someone else in the group, and I didn't really see it as a big deal. I didn't remove anyone. She removed herself. We're still friends. She's still a moderator here. She's welcome to come back anytime. But I do respect you, Queen, if you're around. I've known Queen now for almost 4 years. We go way back, and I'm very grateful for her, grateful for you, Lewis. You've been a wonderful guy. You've shared out the streams many times. We've shared you out. GLM knows who you are. GLM and I go back over 3 years, back to the Grow Stream days. Yeah, I go back to the early Grow Stream days from my original channel, 5.5 years ago when James Cox used to run the I Am a Creator community. That's how I met a lot of people out here. So those are a few other people. Lewis's sister, Adelaide, she's not around as often as I would like her to be, but that's okay. She's a good person. I'm very thankful and grateful for her. Who else are we forgetting here? I need to go into the Facebook group. I'm not going to put it on the screen here, but I need to go into the group here and make sure I don't miss anyone before going off the air. Oh, yeah. We have Alex the Beer Master. Thank you, Alex the Beer Master. You've been around for several years now, almost 3 years. Met you through the Grow Stream community. Oh, yeah. And let's not forget Holly, Hopeful, and Blessed. She used to be known as Paranormal Mama. Holly, I got to say, you and I have been through a lot. You and I have had a lot of conversations behind the scenes. I've even spoken with your husband. He's a good guy. You're very good people. We've all had our moments. You've had yours. I've had mine. But here we are, 3.5 years later. I mean, we've known each other for, oh gosh, you know what, Holly? I think we even go back. No, Holly, we go back to my former channel, I believe. Holly, you and I have known each other for about over 4 years, maybe 4.5 years. Senator Palacio says, I love Queen Helen Casey. Yeah, we do too. We hope she comes back. I mean, we're still connected on Facebook. She's just not in the group because of one other person. And honestly, I don't feel either one of them were out of line, but Queen thought the other person was out of line, so she left. Maybe she'll come back. I like my ladies with a little attitude. Just a little, though. Yeah, a little attitude is good, Dion, because when they get a little angry, that's when you want to fuck them, right? Like when my lady gets a little fussy with me, that turns me on more. It makes me want to bang her. But then when I try to bang her during those times, she's like, no, you're not going to get some right now. I'm like, well, baby, this is like the best time to do it. This is when you turn up the heat. But we still end up doing it anyways. Don't get me wrong. But I think that's what turns on men is like when your woman gives you an attitude and you can just calm her down and just start, banging her. It just fixes everything, right? Oh, yeah. GLM is real AF, says respectfully, maturely, and professionally. West Coast 206 Pinoy, before you go, I'd like to say that clearly your haters have been trying to run this narrative about you now. I know it's not true. Well, you know what? Before I get back to sharing my gratitude with more people, and I have a little more to say, or a lot more to say about Holly, who's just been amazing. Again, West Coast 206 Pinoy, these people have been getting paid for years by a sponsor in Texas, a guy that came into a lot of money and needed to, donate some of his money for tax purposes, right? And instead of him donating this money to charitable causes that could help better people, this guy is sick in the head. He donates money to content creators on YouTube to attack other content creators. I had to approve that, GLM. Banging equals sweet, sweet love. Do you even know what sweet, sweet love is, GLM? Anyway. Anyway. Aren't you originally from B-Town, the 707? GLM? Exactly, DLOL. Dion, I'm gonna go a little East Coast. She streams about paranormal stuff. Yeah, that's Holly. Yeah, she used to be known as Paranormal Mama. Yeah. So West Coast 206 Pinoy. I honestly, firmly believe that the people that constantly talk about me, even when I don't talk about them, I believe for the most part, they really don't want to talk about me. They're getting paid to do it. It's part of their job, right? But additionally, I will throw this in there and say, I think there's at least a little part of these people that are getting paid to come at me that really don't like me for whatever reason. And they just want to try to stunt my growth. So I think there's a little bit of both there, right? And a lot of the things that, they say is for entertainment purposes. And, if you haven't noticed, West Coast 206 Pinoy, they've been repeating the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over again, especially for the last 6 months to a year, right? They've also been re-uploading full re-uploads as premieres of my past content, even content over a year old, right? For what? To get 50, 60 views? Like, seriously, they get 50 or 60 views off of my older content. Even content that I did recently this week that they've uploaded, they get 50 or 60 views. It's the same live chatters. It's the same 5 or 10 or 15 live chatters. And then they have a few lurkers that give them a few extra views, right? And they might make, a few bucks, 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 bucks, in donations, right? So they don't do it for the donations. They do it because it's their job to do it, right? And in order to try to keep them coming back so they keep getting paid, they've got to talk shit about me, right? And most of the stuff they say, they know it's not true, but they got to give their audience what's going to keep bringing them back so they can keep getting paid, all right? That's all it is, right? And I keep saying this because I just want people to know that's what's going on. And I'm not insane, and you folks are not insane. And the way that this whole, thing has gone with this sponsor and what he's paying people to do, these people focus so much energy on one person because they're getting paid to do so that it does make us come off insane for a while. For a while, people thought I was insane. People thought there's something wrong with me, right? Like, people just... I've been saying this for years, what's been going on, and no one started to believe me until about a year or two ago, right? The first 3 years, people thought there was something wrong with me, right? Now, some of them still think there's something wrong with me, but the ones that still feel that way, they've got other issues that I'm not going to get into. They've got their own issues, and those are people that I wouldn't want here anyway. Those are people that are beyond help, or at least beyond the level of help I can give them, right? Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. East Side, San Jose. 408 for myself, San Jose. Okay, cool. Yeah, GLM was born and raised in San Francisco. Oh, so you're the original 415. Yeah, we used to be 415 out here in San Mateo County, the peninsula, until, the numbers got scarce with cell phones a little over 20 years ago, and then we became 650. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question there, West Coast 206 Pinoy. Holly, you've been amazing, and I really appreciate you. You're a wonderful woman. My lady really, really, really loves who you are. And we're very grateful and thankful for you. I know you're sleeping now, and you're going to be surprised when you get up, seeing that I did a live. I finally decided to do one. I got the energy to do it. I made a little bit of coffee, and, I made a little coffee and said, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Give me just a second here. Yeah, give me just 1 second. Do-do-do. Boo-do-boo-do-boo. Boo-do-boo-do-boo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, just a second here. Sorry, folks. I know you can't hear me. I'm not that close to my microphone, or you could probably just hear me barely. Let's see. Who else? Let me just go down the list real quick. Lewis Fuller. Okay, everyone. I will see you guys in the morning. Much love and respect. Have a great night. That was the bleep in the Coach Eli YouTube moderator group chat. JT, John Tuttle, I hope you can come back at some point, bro. I know you've been through the ringer. I have a lot of love and respect for you. So does my lady. You've been an amazing guy. I've known you for almost 4 years now because of you and Jules. And I want to bring back Jules as well. And Jules, if you hear this, please email me. I want to bring you back. Because of you and Jules staying up with me into the wee hours of the night and streaming for sometimes 4 to 8 hours a day, I was able to get to 4,000 watch hours in 1 month when I first came back to start my former channel. Not my former channel, my main channel, right? Now, it did take me almost a year to get... that's going to keep bleeping. Can I mute that sound? I guess not. Lewis is posting in many multiple groups, so I'm hearing the bleep every time he does it. So pardon that. That's really, really irritating. Let me mute this. Let's just mute it for an hour. Give me a second here. But yeah, JT, it'd be nice to have you come back when you're ready. I know that you've been through a lot, and I don't blame you for anything. I think the situation that you've been dealing with, another woman out here on this platform, I'm not going to mention her name. Most of you that have been around know who it is. I think she just needs to take some time away from YouTube, or if she wants to come out here and keep using YouTube as an outlet, she's got to understand that she's going to be dealing with a lot of scrutiny, because the same thing happened to me. The same thing happens to everyone. That's just the way it goes, But JT, John Tuttle, formerly known as Troll of the Century, and also JT Thundercock. That was one of the best channel names I've ever seen. JT Thundercock. God, what a great channel name. That was hilarious, man. I got an email from you, JT, in case you see this, or if somebody that's in touch with JT, let them know that I got an email from JT, but it wasn't from his email I'm used to getting from him. But I think he gave his channel to that other woman, and she probably has access to that email. So, JT, if you want to unblock me on Facebook or find another way to connect with me, bro, I need a way to hear your voice to verify it's you, because people play too many games out here. My friend Johnny, who is on Facebook, he hasn't been around in a while, but he's still here. Johnny, thank you for everything, bro. I appreciate you, man. California Ford Outdoors. California Ford Outdoors, thank you so much for everything. You've been amazing behind the scenes. And we look forward to working closer with you. You're an inspiration, and you have just, brightened up our days every day in the Coach Eli moderator, group, chat. So thank you very much for that. Richie Gurrell hasn't been around in a while, but still have a lot of love for you, which is what I'm trying to say. He's from Canada. Him and I go back to my early days on YouTube, and hopefully we can reconnect at some point soon. He is in the Coach Eli mod group, and he's a moderator here on the channel. But, he's working a very busy day job and does videos on a limited basis when he gets time. So if you ever see this stream and you want to participate again, Richie, the door is always open for you. RJ Sandifer, God bless you, man. Before I'm going to wrap up with RJ Sandifer. Well, let's talk about that real quick. GLM, give me a second here. We are at 1 hour and 5 minutes. We are going to be wrapping this up soon. But hang on a second here. Before we get to RJ, we're going to wrap up with RJ. What's been going on with JT? Let's see here. West Coast 206 Pinoy makes sense because everything I ask these people why they hate you so much, they never have an answer. They don't hate me. They hate themselves. It's their job. They're making money because, it's funny. Their sponsor has come out and said, I'm not paying these people to make content on you. They're saying they're not getting paid to make content on me, but I don't talk about these people. I haven't had any crazy moments on YouTube for a long time, and they keep regurgitating my old content over and over and over again, and they keep getting less and less traction. So why would anyone continue creating content that gets them less and less traction because they're being forced to do it? There's no other answer. No one in their right mind would do what these people are doing for free. Again, no one in their right mind would be doing what these people are doing for free. Bottom line. West Coast 206 Pinoy says, every time. Spell checker, no problem, bro. I'm not counting spelling here tonight. Don't worry about it. GLM says, nice. I only go out that way for the Garlic Fest in Gilroy. Yeah. My lady and I are pretty, I don't live too far from Gilroy. My lady is closer to Gilroy than I am, but yeah. Who knows, GLM? Maybe we can invite you down to the Gilroy Garlic Festival next summer. They actually had the Garlic Festival this year after it not being around for a few years due to COVID. West Coast 206 Pinoy, East Side San Jose, that's the hood. It is! Dude, you knew that! Yeah, the East Side is the hood, brother. That is the hood of San Jose, man. San Jose actually has a hood. Now, if you go to like the Evergreen and, the West Side and all that, man, those are multi-million-dollar homes there, man. San Jose has got some nice areas, man. Evergreen's one of the nicest places. The Almaden Valley is very nice. Highway 85 runs through it. It's the Bay Area is just a beautiful place to live in. I can't complain. It's expensive as fuck, but it's a beautiful place to live in. I think GLM got timed out again because her messages have been deleted. Santa Palacio, the garlic wine is gross too. I've never tried the garlic wine. I guess I should try that. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, my lady says, not the hood, Silver Creek Country Club. I like Jules a lot. Well, let's bring her back. I want to bring her back. I'll try to reach out to her on Facebook. I think I had her blocked after some things that I thought happened the last time around, but I will look into that after the show or tomorrow. West Coast 206 Pinoy. I don't know where the country club is at. All I know, when my cousin lived there, that was Norteño Mexican gang territory. Oh, yeah, the Norteños. Yeah. It's all good, man. It's all good. The Norteños. That's right. Let's see. GLM said, Jules is the realest person on YouTube, in my opinion. I love her. We have a lady bromance. Okay. Side note, garlic ice cream is gross, says GLM. I'm reading deleted messages now. GLM says, CFO is a wonderful, beautiful lady. She's been my homie for years. Yeah, she's a great lady. Wonderful lady. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, I've only lived in the best environments. My parents are awesome. Well, that's why they attack you, baby, and that's why they attack GLM, because we live in Northern California. We live in one of the nicest areas in the world. Great weather and good people for the most part. West Coast 206 Pinoy. Actually, Santa Palacio says, yeah, that gang is active downtown San Jose. West Coast 206 Pinoy says, that's Sandra. Facts, LOL. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Just because we grew up in areas, I grew up in Evergreen. Evergreen's a nice area, baby. Very nice area. One of the nicest areas in San Jose. Nightbot is targeting me. West Coast 206 Pinoy. What cities in California are considered the Silicon Valley? Well, I mean, the Silicon Valley pretty much runs from the peninsula where I live, Redwood City area, on south through Mountain View, Santa Clara, San Jose. It's basically San Mateo and Santa Clara counties. Okay, so Fizzin, if you look up San Mateo County and Santa Clara County. So let me tell you this, the YouTube headquarters is 22 minutes north of where I live in San Bruno, California, off of Highway 280. It's about 10 minutes south of San Francisco. Google, that owns YouTube, is about 15 minutes south, 15 to 20 minutes south of where I live in Mountain View, California. That's in Santa Clara County. So San Bruno, San Mateo County, and Mountain View is Santa Clara County. And Facebook is in Menlo Park, which is right next to Palo Alto and then Mountain View. Facebook is about 10 minutes away from where I live, right by the water off of Bayfront Expressway, right before the Dumbarton Bridge. It's a nice campus. I've been there. I've been to Google. I've been to YouTube. I've been to Facebook. I've been inside of Facebook and I've been inside of Google, but I've never been inside of YouTube. My goal is to make it big and get inside of YouTube. You go further down south, you've got Adobe in San Jose. Makes great products, Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro I use for video editing, etc. And just a lot of other companies. That's Silicon Valley right there. Apple's in Cupertino, bro. They have a brand new campus there. It's all out here, bro. It's all Silicon Valley. We created the microchips, right? That we use today in our phones, laptops, desktops, etc. Remember, computers used to be the size of an entire big-ass room. Now, you can fit a microchip in a device, like the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's ridiculous what you can do nowadays. Let's see. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, well, if that's what associates with that is all you know, sorry. I'm not sure what that meant. GLM says truth bomb. GLM says San Bruno became lame when they got rid of that TGI Fridays. Well, there used to be a TGI Fridays in San Mateo, GLM. I used to work at the Hillsdale Cinema at the Hillsdale Shopping Center in my high school days. And they had a TGI Fridays across the street. I think there are only a few TGI Fridays left in the entire Bay Area. TGI Fridays. Where's the closest one right now? Let me see here. Union City is the closest one to where I'm at. That's 12 miles away. Yeah. And I don't know where the other ones are at. But yeah, there aren't that many left. I used to love TGI Fridays. They had great food, great drinks. It was a fun time. Ceremony has the best food court. Hella Filipino food. Fizzin', yo, people have delicious food. Oh, yeah, Ceremony Shopping Center off of Highway 280, Interstate 280 in Daly City. Yeah. DC. Daly City. Yeah. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. There are shitty places in every town. Stop being arrogant. Who's being arrogant? Is it me? Am I being arrogant? I wasn't trying to be arrogant if that was me. Me and RMP don't do the hood. We are suburb ladies. Sounds like the east side tech sector of Seattle in Redmond, where Microsoft and Nintendo is at. Yeah. Yeah, you got a good thing going up there in Washington, bro. I thought they all closed down. No, you know what, babe? I think you and I did go eat at TGI Fridays in Union City one time. Yeah, there aren't that many left. You know what other chain doesn't have many locations left is Chevy's. There's a Chevy's in Daly City. Oh no, is it Daly City or South San Francisco? Chevy's Fresh Mix. They had one in Union City and South San Francisco and Emeryville. We used to have one in Redwood City and a lot across the peninsula right by the water, and they closed down. The cost got too high. I mean, the commercial leases in this area are astronomical. So they had to close a bunch of them down and restructure to be able to stay profitable. They only have 22 locations as of 4/17/2021. They were founded in 1986 in Alameda, California. So they're actually a company that was started here in the East Bay area, next to Oakland, Alameda, which is in Alameda County. Oakland is in Alameda County. And there's actually a city called Alameda in Alameda County, Alameda, California. I didn't know they were started in Alameda. Wow. Interesting. All right, let me just wrap up by sharing my thoughts about RJ Sandifer. RJ Sandifer, you've been an amazing, amazing, amazing friend. I've known you for over 4 years, and, you and I have been, I think RJ, between myself and anyone else, I think RJ is the one that's the next closest person that's gone through the ringer as much as I have. RJ is a blind and autistic YouTuber with Asperger's. And, a lot of these, drama groups that are getting paid to create the fake drama and all this and that, they really did whatever they could to pin and pit RJ Sandifer and I against each other for over 3 years, maybe over 4 years. I mean, I knew RJ going back to my former channel from 5.5 years ago. Not my other main channel that I've had for 4 years. The one I started 5.5 years ago that I shut down before I came back and started the channel that's now known as Coach Eli, Elias, Melas, and then I started this one as well, Coach Eli 2. And yeah, every time RJ and I over the years would just try to create greatness, he would tell me to block the trolls, and the trolls would come in and say, oh, Eli's ruining your channel. Eli's taking away all your viewers. You're letting Eli control you. And this happened literally, I know I've said probably about 30 times, but if I look at it realistically, it probably happened at least 10 to 15 times where this same pattern happened. RJ and I would do live streams for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden I would start blocking all these known trolls that RJ asked me to block, and then they would reach out to RJ. RJ would feel bad. His numbers would start going down, so he started feeding back into the drama. Then these people were able to convince him, that I'm a bad person, and the back and forth kept going on. Then RJ would shut down his channel every time that this would happen, and RJ couldn't, run a channel, or any one of RJ's channels never lasted longer than 2 or 3 months. And then finally, after 4 years of this shit going back and forth, finally RJ came out and said, "You know what, Eli, I've had enough. These people took it way too far. They did some other things that I'm not too happy about. I'm done. I'm done with this. Let me moderate you. Let me moderate your lady. You guys know who the trolls are. Just block everyone that, is a known troll and causes any problems. Okay? People are just sharing an opinion. Let them talk. But anyone you would block on your channel, Eli, block them here." And that's what we've been doing. And now I'm happy to say RJ has been running this channel, for almost 10 months, since the beginning of the year. He's got almost 2K subscribers, and he's on his way to being monetized. And him and I have been streaming together for the last several weeks. And he's been on my channel. He's met my lady, and it's been amazing. And I'm very grateful and thankful for you, RJ. I'm really glad that you've been able to turn things around and really understand what's going on. This is a moment that I've been waiting for a long time. So I thank you for that, RJ. I really do. And that's where we're at, folks. I mean, right now we are at 1 hour and 21 minutes. It's 11:06 p.m. Pacific, 2:06 a.m. Eastern. I got to start wrapping this up soon because I need to call my lady and we both need to get some rest. But this is where it starts, folks. It's really nice to see an active chat again. It's really nice to be connecting with some wonderful new people and some people that I'm reconnecting with that we've gone back and forth for a while, where we really never had a problem, but we just couldn't get to the level of understanding of what was really happening with that one group of people that kept pinning us against each other. Oh, one more person I forgot to mention, Casey. I can't forget about Casey because she's not in the Coach Eli YouTube moderator group chat on Facebook yet. Casey, thank you so much for being a part of the group, and now you're a moderator. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on. Give me a second. All right, sorry about that. My lady was messaging me good night. I was telling her, hang on, I'm about to get off the air in a second. But thank you, Casey, for being a part of the group. I know you're the newest one here. You've been around for, I think, 3 or 4 months now, maybe a little bit longer behind the scenes. But it's been a great pleasure to get to know you. You seem like a very, very decent lady. You've got a great man in your life. You've got 3 great kids. I believe you said you have 3 kids. And, you've been wanting to get in a little bit of better shape, and you've been trying to find the motivation. And I'm really glad we've been able to motivate you and inspire you to get started on accomplishing your goals. So I didn't want to forget you. I hope I didn't forget anyone else, folks. I really wanted to get to as many people as possible tonight and just do a show here to show my gratitude and to, really share with you folks how much my lady and I really appreciate you folks. And again, to my lady, to wrap up, I love you, baby. You've been a huge inspiration. I've really enjoyed running the business with you and doing the shows with you. And, you and I have been on a very, very amazing yet interesting journey during the first year of our relationship. But there's no one else I'd rather be with. You're incredible. And I look forward to what the future holds. And we're going to continue to better ourselves personally outside of YouTube so we can more so help people better themselves that are on YouTube and get them to understand that, hey, there's more to life than YouTube. Nothing wrong with spending some time on YouTube and creating or consuming content, but to also step away from YouTube and enjoy life in the way it was meant to be enjoyed. Let me go over the chat one more time, then we're going to just wrap things up. Casey, welcome to the Elias Circle of Trust. Do you know Casey GLM? Nightbot, you don't want this smoke. GLM was timed out by Nightbot for 15 seconds. LOL. GLM, you're attempting to use a block word on this channel. Please stop using words you believe the host doesn't want you using. Thank you. Never any fish to you, Fizzin. If you don't like something, just let me know. I got nothing but love for you. I just play too much sometimes. It's all good. You can cook my leg up and I will eat that ish over rice. Okay. No, not me is what my lady was saying earlier. Okay. Maybe you were talking about Fizzin. I don't know. All right, folks. Fizzin says, West Coast 206 Pinoy. Fizzin says, at GLM, let's make a dinner date then. All right, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. We are at 1 hour and 26 minutes. I'm going to see if I can call my lady real quick before she goes to bed. Thank you to everyone for being here. Lots of love, lots of respect. There's lots more content coming here to Coach Eli 2, authentic live streams. Please subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications. Also, make sure you subscribe to my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Nightbot's been sharing the link in the chat every 7 minutes. Or you can go below the description on the replay. It's a couple lines down. There's a link there. Or you can just go to youtube.com/lifecoacheli. Subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications, because I'll be putting out some more YouTube shorts there, some more high-quality pre-recorded content in 4K at 60 frames per second, and even some in-studio content at 1080p 60, like you're seeing here on these live streams on Coach Eli 2. And if there are any, if there's any type of content you would like to see me create or any topics you want me to talk about, please feel free to email me at any time, Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. That email is also below in the description. West Coast 206 Pinoy says, let's prove we can make YouTube a platform to better people's lives, not make them worse. And GLM says West Coast, or West Coast, which he spelled it that way. West Coast is the best coast for streaming. Yes, it is, because we're 3 hours behind. And with that being said, thank you. Thank you. Well, let me give you guys a big round of applause first. Everyone gets a big round of applause. With that being said, thank you again to everyone. I look forward to what the future holds. With that being said, have yourselves a great one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.